Each of us has likely experienced a desire for love, penetrating through the complex labyrinth of emotions. We eagerly seek deep connections that bring us feelings of satisfaction, hope, and disappointment, impacting us like the ebb and flow of waves along the shore of our existence. These moments are accompanied by heartache, leading us to ponder whether it's worth striving for something that may never materialize. However, today I want to share an alternative view of love, shedding light on its brighter aspects, which are not merely about futile scrolling through screens or anxiously awaiting text messages. It's an introspective delve into the pains and sufferings that accompany our relentless pursuit of love. This ideology emphasizes self-discipline, honesty, and introspection. Through practicing Stoic exercises, I've learned to focus on my inner self rather than relying on external sources to validate my self-worth. Love isn't something to be found in another person, rather it resides within ourselves. Thus arises a perspective that I aim to share with you today. The desire for love is inherent in each of us, but we often deceive ourselves, believing that it has the unique power to solve all our problems, to lay bare our anxieties, and grant us the long-awaited peace. We often adhere to the notion that love is the ultimate tool that will open the doors to a fulfilling existence. According to societal norms, there is constant pressure to be in serious relationships, observed in interpersonal relationships, television programs, and many online platforms promoting partnerships. However, obstacles and difficulties persist, and unrealistic expectations can lead to disappointment, prompting us to seek attachment even when we are already in a partnership. The philosophy of Stoicism asserts that our anxieties arise not from reality itself, but rather from our interpretations and expectations of reality. The false belief that love can solve our problems misleads us into thinking that another person holds the key to our happiness. However, as Epicurus aptly put it, it is wise not to demand that everything conform to our desires, but rather to wish for everything to unfold as it truly is. This leads to harmonious existence. Authentic Stoic wisdom serves as a reminder that while love plays a significant role in our lives, it is not the ultimate panacea for all our trials and disagreements. Sustainable happiness arises from cultivating personal discipline, practicing sincerity, and engaging in self-analysis. Often, we find ourselves physically present, but mentally preoccupied with either past events or future worries. Engaging in mindfulness and embracing the present moment redirect our focus to current experiences. The present moment is a precious gift that is often ignored and underestimated. The past is unchangeable, and the future is unpredictable. But it is in the present moment that we have the ability to make decisions and take action. Developing mindfulness in the present moment allows us to fully enjoy every moment of our lives, even the smallest pleasures. Immersing ourselves in the present moment enhances our experiences. The taste of food becomes richer, laughter becomes more genuine, and moments become more valuable. The importance of being present is especially evident in our interpersonal relationships, particularly when we seek genuine tenderness. How can we establish meaningful connections if our thoughts are focused on other things? Living in the present moment means overcoming daily obstacles with determination and engaging sincerely in every encounter. It's not just about taking action, but embodying truth and honesty in our interactions. The desire to live in the moment becomes apparent when we insist on seeking love. Remember, happiness is not found in the past or the future, but in the abundance of the present moment. Perhaps you've felt your life falling into a tiresome routine in your interpersonal relationships. Let's explore the significance of personal development in the pursuit of love and how it can profoundly change your perspective on life. Often, we seek love out of a sense of necessity, believing that another person will make our lives better. However, according to the Stoics, true freedom comes when we free ourselves. The path of personal development involves building resilience and successfully overcoming challenges, as Seneca famously said, "There is no favorable wind for the sailor who doesn't know where to go." The importance of individual development becomes evident when we directly confront our fears, embrace uncertainty, and choose to delve into the deeper, more complex aspects of ourselves. Embracing our imperfections and establishing sincere and productive connections through open and honest communication is key. Let's explore the powerful tool that has the potential to radically change your approach. In the pursuit of love, self-reflection is necessary. It's not just about maintaining silence and emptying the mind, but delving into the depths of our inner selves in search of solutions. Through the process of self-reflection, one can identify harmful patterns that repeat in their interpersonal relationships. By analyzing thoughts and feelings and engaging in self-reflection, one can confront harmful tendencies, explore the root causes of their anxieties and worries, and gain an understanding of why these patterns exist. Self-reflection not only aids in recognizing problems but also in proposing methods of transformation. You have the ability to improve your shortcomings, develop your strengths, and strengthen your connections. Self-reflection serves as a navigational tool, guiding you towards healthier relationships. By gaining self-awareness, you develop a deeper understanding of your true preferences in a partner and the contributions you're willing to make to a relationship. As Marcus Aurelius said, success lies in dedicating yourself fully, even to the simplest actions. Embrace the tranquility that comes after self-reflection. It's not just about work, it's a path to inner peace and more sincere connections. The lesson to be learned is that true personal fulfillment requires constant dedication to self-improvement and development, rather than seeking external sources for what we already possess within. By pursuing love based on internal stability and self-assurance, we cultivate stronger and more meaningful connections. The desire for tenderness and approval is an integral part of modern society, fueled by the influence of entertainment and external social pressures. We've been conditioned to believe that to receive love, we must first meet certain criteria of attractiveness, status, behavior, and even achievements. Conforming to societal norms compels us to relentlessly pursue romantic love, often neglecting the essential aspect of our existence, self-acceptance. From the Stoic perspective, self-acceptance becomes the fundamental foundation for achieving inner peace. Seneca, the eminent Stoic philosopher, succinctly stated, "Life is short, and we all bear our burdens. Those who possess more are not necessarily the most content with their possessions." This reflection on external love and approval versus internal tranquility highlights how constant comparison with others drives us to pursue unattainable standards, leading to feelings of anxiety and inadequacy. Self-acceptance, as defined by the Stoics, entails fully embracing our innate qualities and flaws, freeing ourselves from dependence on external approval, and attaining inner peace and self-assurance in a society focused on comparison and endless striving for more. The philosophy of Stoicism propagates the idea of finding abundance through acceptance and appreciation of our current possessions and circumstances. Embracing and acknowledging ourselves allows us to fully enjoy and cherish life. Seneca's commentary serves as a reminder of the necessity for deep introspection in the pursuit of love. Furthermore, it underscores that true prosperity lies not in seeking approval and recognition from others or in acquiring worldly possessions, but in finding satisfaction with ourselves and living in accordance with our inner being. By embracing self-acceptance, we free ourselves from the emotional burden of seeking approval from others. We must prioritize self-acceptance over the pursuit of love or approval from others. Self-acceptance does not entail abandoning personal growth. Rather, it serves as a sturdy foundation for it. By acknowledging our flaws, we understand that true love does not demand perfection. Self-acceptance allows us to embrace our vulnerabilities, engage in sincere communication, and establish meaningful relationships. Understanding that true happiness lies in finding joy in the present moment, independent of future anxieties, is a fundamental principle of Stoic philosophy, crucial in the quest for true love. Often, when we seek love, we unintentionally relinquish our autonomy, overly focused on the pursuit, neglecting the aspects that make us unique individuals. Stoicism urges us to prioritize our actions, strive for self-improvement, and cultivate relationships based on authenticity and mutual respect. Recognizing that our happiness does not depend on others' approval liberates us from the desperate pursuit of attachment. Instead, we attain a state of inner peace and tranquility, fully understanding and appreciating relationships in a broader perspective. According to Stoic philosophy, it is advisable to refrain from participating in this pattern of emotional dependency. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes the importance of being willing to change our patterns when we realize our dependence on others. Independence implies finding a balance between autonomy and maintaining connections with others, rather than complete isolation. Enjoying the company of others without sacrificing emotional independence is essential when seeking love. It's crucial to preserve autonomy in the pursuit of love. By seeking self-awareness, we liberate ourselves from the emotional burden of seeking approval from others. Independence, viewed through the lens of Stoicism and resilience, manifests as a display of fortitude and self-control. Seneca's quote, "True freedom is independence of mind," prompts us to reflect on the profound significance of possessing a mind that is autonomous and self-sufficient. The concept of independence aims to free ourselves from the shackles of emotions, desires, and dependencies. Mental independence entails the ability to prevent emotions and thoughts from overpowering our will. As proponents of Stoicism, we strive to liberate ourselves from emotional dependency and take control of our thoughts, and ultimately, our destiny to maintain emotional autonomy. According to Stoic philosophy, I propose two primary methods in our pursuit of love: meditation and mindfulness. Meditation serves as a potent tool for preserving emotional autonomy. From a Stoic and resilient perspective, meditation enables us to achieve balance amidst tumultuous relationships, developing our capacity to be fully present in the moment and partially control our thoughts and emotions. Seneca advocated that meditation teaches us to regulate our emotions and find tranquility amidst chaos. Stoics assert that through meditation, we can recognize that our emotional reactions are instinctive, granting us a profound sense of mastery over our emotions and behavior. The practice of mindfulness is essential in the pursuit of true love from a Stoic standpoint. Mindfulness allows us to maintain emotional autonomy by being fully attentive in our interactions, actively listening, engaging in conversations, and being aware of our emotional responses. Marcus Aurelius emphasized that self-control is achieved through the practice of mindfulness. This exercise enables us to identify our emotions and react thoughtfully, empowering us to make deliberate choices. From the perspective of Stoicism, the disciplines of meditation and mindfulness are crucial for maintaining emotional autonomy and avoiding the pursuit of love that ultimately leads to additional suffering. These techniques provide us with the opportunity to regulate ourselves, attain tranquility, and gain mental clarity necessary for overcoming emotional obstacles and making thoughtful decisions in our interpersonal relationships. Undoubtedly, the importance of preserving our autonomy cannot be underestimated. Avoid striving for love as a means to fill your emotional gaps. Instead, focus on finding a partner who values your autonomy and enhances your existence. Effective communication is the fundamental basis of our interpersonal relationships. Sometimes we find ourselves caught in a turbulent cycle of misunderstandings, fruitless arguments, and meaningless rhetoric. Language has the power to create or destroy, and in Stoic philosophy, mastery is emphasized on active listening rather than excessive speaking, and on understanding rather than forcefully asserting beliefs. According to Epicurus, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. From the Stoic perspective, good communication involves being sincere in our speech and telling the truth. The key is not merely echoing the desires of others, but expressing our views and emotions directly and politely. Patience is a cornerstone, according to Stoic philosophy. In the quest for true love, Stoics teach us that love is not something to be coerced or hurried. Instead of eagerly pursuing love, we cultivate patience, understanding that time is a favorable force from which we gain wisdom. Stoicism provides us with the wisdom derived from patience, a virtue that is essential in our pursuit of true love. From a Stoic perspective, patience enables us to cultivate resilience in the face of loneliness, rejection, and uncertainty in the pursuit of love. The concept that true love is a gradual and organic development, not subject to temporary limitations. As Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, people are capable of withstanding any situation that befalls them, and this principle holds true for others as well, as they too possess the ability to endure. Studying the fundamental principles of Stoicism, such as developing patience and empathy, emphasizes their significance and potential to enhance our interpersonal relationships. From a philosophical standpoint, effective communication improves our relationships and brings us closer to experiencing true love. It allows us to expose vulnerabilities and express our desires, anxieties, and ambitions. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, the key to success in any endeavor lies in effectively organizing the less obvious aspects. Stoic philosophy prompts us to contemplate why the pursuit of attachment and approval from others may lead to intensified suffering. By prioritizing internal resilience and self-development over seeking approval, it encourages us to resist expectations and societal pressures. Stoics underscore that although we have no control over the emotions, choices, and behaviors of others, we have control over our own reactions to them. Mindlessly striving for love can result in a recurring cycle of disappointments, as the desire to please everyone often causes us to lose sight of our own priorities. The philosophy of resilience asserts that true emotional well-being is achieved through sincerity, patience, and understanding of both our own needs and the needs of others. Instead of trying to please everyone, let's focus on satisfying ourselves, being sincere, and establishing relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. The answer lies in discovering true and meaningful love within ourselves rather than anxiously striving for it. In modern society, it is often observed that people strive to conform to pre-established social expectations, adopting artificial behavior and hiding their true essence behind a facade of social conformity. However, when we free ourselves from this facade and openly embrace sincerity, the Stoics assert that this becomes a manifestation of true liberation. According to Seneca, a person cannot be considered free if they lack self-control. True liberation lies in accepting our true essence without fear of criticism. Sincerity frees us from the burden of falsehood and allows us to express ourselves genuinely and openly. According to Stoic philosophy, being sincere enables us to create deeper and more meaningful relationships, as we attract people who appreciate us for our authentic nature. Sincerity also gives us the resilience to overcome difficulties with dignity. Studying our principles is an important aspect of self-awareness, and the practice of self-observation helps us identify our hidden motives and better understand ourselves. Self-awareness also helps us respond to conflicts or stressful situations more thoughtfully, choosing more reasoned reactions. Another useful practice is keeping a gratitude journal, which helps us connect with our true core and develops our ability to appreciate our individual uniqueness. Self-awareness usually does not involve solitary exploration alone, and seeking guidance from a wise mentor or therapist can offer valuable insights. Developing self-awareness enhances our confidence and sincerity in our actions and relationships.